Hi guys, welcome back with another machine on the Van Hub, which is Hackable 2. The link will be put into the video below so that you can download and play the machine. In my view, this machine is not so difficult. If you can take some sort of methodology, it can be taken down within a short time. And also, I'd like to show you how to handle the problem of the John the Ripper. Although John the Ripper is a very effective cracking tool, in some cases, we need to make a special configuration to make it work properly. So there will be a lot to take in this video. Without further ado, let's just get started. We can head over to Kali Linux VM. First of all, we need to discover the IP address of the target. The utility I'd like to use, as always, would be netdiscover. So as you can see over here, I use netdiscover, press enter, and the IP address of the target could be recognized as 127. So what are we going to do next? We need to do port and safe scanning with a map. To save time of this video, I've already completed before. So now we just get out its result. As you can see over here, I took the options like scene scan, the virtual scan, the default script scan, and followed by the -p- to do the full range port scan. The last option for all is ON to output the result into this file. Although you can notice here, the IP address has been changed from the one when I did the machine the first time, which doesn't matter. So from the map scanning results, we can know that the target has 1, 2, 3 open port numbers. Let's take a look at them one by one. The first one is 21, which is running FTP service, and also the version information, Pro FTPD. And the map cannot determine its exact version number. Also, we can tell that the target allows anonymous FTP login. Afterwards, we need to check it out manually. And the second one is 22, which is running SSH service, and also the version information, Open SSH 7.2. I don't think we can find any workable vulnerability for this particular version. And the last one is 80, which is running HTTP service, and also the version information, Apache 2. So what are we going to do next? Just I mentioned over and over in my channel, if the target is running file sharing service, such as FTP service or file transfer protocol, Samba service, and NFS service, and such service should be enumerated first. Of course, this is my personal methodology. So in this case, we should enumerate FTP service. So how to enumerate? We can just mention because at this moment, we cannot get its version number. So we cannot, we cannot check whether this version is vulnerable or not. So next, we can log in or we can FTP to the target manually. And we can use FTP. And the username would be anonymous. Press enter, and we do not need to supply any password. We just simply press enter. All right, So now we can use command ls with option of LALH to display all files or subdirectories under the current FTP directory. And there is one file call.html. We can get down such a file call, and maybe we can head over to the next tab. We can cut out this file to see what it's about. This is nothing important. Get ready to receive a call. We don't know what it means for us. So when you try to emulate FTP service, besides retrieving files from the target, we also need to check whether we can navigate across different locations. So this is what I'm going to do now. We can try to navigate to home directory, no such a file like a var. So it means that we are restricted within the current directory, which is fine. So next, we need to try to upload file to see whether this is a permitted behavior. So we can create the file like JSON, and we can go back, and then we can use command put test. As you can see, transfer complete without error. So I think we need to keep this in our mind as we move forward. Okay, so now we have already completed FTP service emulation. So now we need to move forward to the next port number. Let's cut out the mmap scanning results again. So next we need to emulate this HTTP service both manually and automatically. Let's fire up the browser to do the manual emulation first, and we can put the IP address of the target into the address bar of the browser. Press enter. So we got back got information from the target, which is default Apache 2 page. This doesn't mean very much for us. So, but as usual, we need to check its source code or viewing page source. Sometimes source code or page source can leak or reveal something important, but it's not this case. So next, we can put up the terminal to do some more emulation with some kinds of tools like Nicto. Press enter. So Nicto can give us a lot of information about the web application, such as the banner information, request header, and also allowed HTTP methods. Sometimes if the target allows dangerous method such as put, and then we can exploit this dangerous method to our advantage. Okay? And also, as you can notice here, the Nicto discover files directory. Let's take a look at this directory by browser, and we can put the files. Yeah, it's accessible. Also, we can find these two files, what we have already seen when we FTP to the target, right? Even this is our uploaded file. So I think at this point we can know that if we can upload malicious file through FTP, and then we can access this uploaded file by browser. So I'm going to do this way to get initial foothold on the target. Let me show you what I mean in action. Okay, So sorry. And now, first of all, we need to prepare the malicious file. In this case, would be reverse PHP file, which you can get it from Pentest Monkey website, or maybe you can get it from many sources. If you have, some problem with this file, with this PHP reverse file, please let me know in the comment below. So let's go ahead. So next we need to, of course, I'd like to, come back to FTP session. We can use the put and the shell. As you can see, no error. And next, we can set up the listen on the Linux, waiting for collection from the target. Press enter. And now, if we refresh the browser, and you can get to see this new uploaded file. We can click, and then we can get the collection from the target. Fantastic, right? So now, of course, although we have already got this shell, this doesn't seem very good, okay? So now I'd like to spawn a better shell by Python. To do that, we need to check the version of Python or available Python on the target. Python 2 is not there. So how about Python 3? Python 3 is there, so we can execute command import pty module, pty spawn method. It does work. So now, we can define the term environment variable. So then we can clear the screen when necessary. So what shall we do next? We need to do local enumeration to make lateral movement or privilege escalation. So let's go to the home directory. Oh, there is one user, and also above this user information, we can see the important file. We can cut out this file, important. Okay, we need to run the script to see the data, and we need to run this one. So I think this should be hint left by the author. So we do not need to spend a lot of time to enumerate the target machine anymore. So how to do next? We just run me. And the secret key is chode. Restarting computer. Oh, we can get the, this would be the username, Sherik, and also the password. Of course, this password is encrypted. So then we can copy, and I'd like to open new tab. First of all, we need to discover its hash type. We can use this one, identifier. Okay, and paste in here. So possibly this hash is MD5. So now we can, so what can we do next? Maybe we can save this hash value to file and then launch John the Ripper to crack it. So we can echo and hashes. Okay, so now we can launch the John the Ripper, and we can put the word lists option and press enter. However, nothing happened or nothing resulted. I think this, although in many cases we do not need to specify the format of hash, but there's still some cases the option of format is required to work properly. Okay, so how to do? So how to specify the format option? And we can use the John the Ripper help, and then we can use the format option. However, the value of this option would be, what the value would be for this option. Although now we have already to know that the hash is MD5, but we don't know how the type is specified in John the Ripper. Different utility will have different ways to configure or to specify the hash type. Okay, so how to do? This is my technique. We can use the John the Ripper, and we can use the list formats. And of course, John the Ripper can support a lot of hashes. So we can use the grep, and with the I option, ignore or case insensitive. So we can put MD5, and this can narrow down the results. And so I think this is what we want. We can put this option, John the Ripper, word lists, and the format is set to this one, raw MD5. Let's press enter. As you can see now, it can work properly as we expected. And the password is very simple. So now we can SSH to the target, Sherik. Press enter. Yes, it does work. So now, of course, we can retrieve the user flag. Okay, so next, of course, we shouldn't end here. We need to get the root privilege. So how to do? First of all, we need to check whether the current user Sherik can run sudo. We can use sudo with the option of L, and even we can use Python. So now it's very easy to elevate privilege by Python. We can use sudo Python 3.5, and we can use the option of C. We can use the OS module, right? OS system and bin bash. Okay, press enter. As you can see, we have already become root user successfully. So then we can navigate to root directory, and then we can grab the root flag without any issue. So that's pretty much it. I'd like to see you in the next one. Bye. Have a nice day, please.